is the transition on Atlantic Television Network. Rivers State Governor Sir Siminalayi Henry and Governor of Ondo State, describing him as one leader of his people and humanity. He said the sad news was quite disturbing, as the death is not just a loss to Ondo State alone, but Sir Fubara said Chief Rotimi Akeredolu was a fine gentleman with a high respect for the rule of law as a seasoned lawyer. Governor Fubara noted that in this state of mourning and grief, our prayers are with the family, the government, and the people of Ondo State. While praying for the repose of his soul, he also asked God to comfort his family, the government, and the people of the state for the painful exit of the governor. Led by His Excellency, former Governor of Rivers State, Sir Rufus Adajudge, has maintained that the Presidential Peace Pact is unrealistic in its entirety following the lingering political upsurge making rounds in the state. Recall that the Rivers Elders Forum had recently condemned the attempted impeachment of Governor Siminalayi Fubara and urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to consolidate on his earlier intervention as the consequence of inaction may affect Rivers State. Addressing the press, the forum maintained the peace pact signed by Governor Siminalayi Fubara is politically motivated and against the interest and stability of the Rivers people. The forum also maintained that such an agreement is insensitive to plight and security of the people, capable of generating more chaos and anarchy in the state.
Open letter addressed to our executive governor.
Man, I thought come out now.
Our state. And the letter is heading is Peace in Galilee. Exactly the same heading in broadcast. Seasonal greetings from the elders and leaders of thought of Rivers State. And we hope that this letter meets you well and healthy. The message of the angels at Christmas is peace to all men. And this is indeed our message to you. The government and good people of Rivers State. Based on our faith and belief as Christians, we adopted this angelic peace among peace over 2,000 years ago. We accept your humility as shown in your Christmas Day broadcast of 25th December 2023 to the good people of Rivers State. However, we, the people of Rivers State, do not see any peace in this the environment in which the peace was brokered showed no sensitivity to the people's security, political and social interests. Mr. Governor, sir, you stated categorically that you are a principal participant in the entire saga, and the presidential peace proclamation is not as bad as being portrayed by those genuinely opposed to it. That proclamation is actually a death sentence, as it breaches all legal and constitutional rights you swore to uphold. Mr. Governor, You also stated in the broadcast that the document offers a way and means of peace. Peace at what cost? Was Excellency, sir, when Arab-Israeli wars, we are told, and we know it's a reality, was declared over on the lawns of the White House, believing that the war was indeed over, with a declaration that there is peace in Galilee. Today, we are having witnesses to the fact that the documents signed by the late Israeli Prime Minister, President Menachem Begin, and the late PLO Chairman, Yasser Arafat, have been shredded into pieces. And there is neither celebration of Christmas nor peace in Bethlehem. On this note, we state that you do not place too much premium on the assurances of the traitors. Rather, be guided by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You swore to uphold. The following believes that there will be peace in Port Harcourt and indeed the entire River State if only Your Excellency would be circumspect in your actions, measured in your engagements, and have a critical mind of your review of events. Therefore, Mr. Governor, you have no constitutional or any other legal power to implement the presidential peace proclamation. The message of Christmas is peace in Bethlehem and to the world. We at this forum also wish you peace in Port Harcourt and the entire River State. Please accept the assurances of our highest regard. And these have been signed by all the members, the available members of the forum.
From?
They further urged Governor Siminalayi Fubara to ensure he leads the people of Rivers State according to the Constitution, devoid of political interest or sentiments whatsoever. Policeman attached to the Imo State Police Command, Cosmas Ugu, has been shot dead by his girlfriend. Ugu was shot dead by his 23-year-old lover, who was identified as Amanda Uchechi Ugo, a native of Ahiazu Imbise local government area of the state. According to reports, the incident occurred on Boxing Day at the Ezinihite Area Command. Officers on counter-terrorism duty were said to have heard 3 gunshots from the room being occupied by the deceased officer. The girl shot him 3 times in his chest and his left hand. He was rushed immediately to Evergreen Hospital in Ezinihite, where he was pronounced dead by the doctor on duty, a source told Punch newspaper. The suspect is currently in police custody for interrogation and possible prosecution. When contacted, the police public relations officer in Imo State, Henry Okoye, confirmed the incident, saying the police were doing everything to ascertain what transpired. An erstwhile secretary to the state government of Edo State, Pastor Osagie Ezeyamu, has signified his interest to join the 2024 governorship race in the state. Ezeyamu declared his intention to run on the platform of the All Progressives Congress again. The former SSG said he would stick with his previous simple agenda, which stands for security, infrastructure development, manpower development, public-private partnership, leadership by example, and employment creation. Ezeyamu's current declaration makes it the 3rd shot at the Edo governorship office. In 2020, he ran on the platform of the APC but lost to Governor Godwin Obaseki, who ran on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. Speaking during his declaration, he said, having served as secretary to the state government and a previous governorship candidate of the party, I possess the required experience to be governor. Governorship aspirant in the forthcoming governorship election in Ondo State, Dr. Blessing Abomere Here has vowed to eliminate poverty and unemployment in the state if he is given the ticket of his party, the All Progressives Congress, and emerges governor. Abomere made the vow in Fuga, Ward 1, at Sako Central Local Government Area, where he declared his intention to run for governor at the ward level. He said that his commitment to serve the people of the state is born out of genuine love and hunger to move the state from its current state of hopelessness and deprivation to an enviable height in economic prosperity. According to him, the plans and purposeless leadership of the current administration of Godwin Obaseki. He accused the governor of planning to continue on the same trajectory of leadership failure by imposing an unpopular candidate on the people. Dr. Abomere promised to put in use his wealth of experience in academics, the media, strategic leadership, and international connections to rescue, sweep, and reset Edo State by eliminating poverty through job creation, which he said can be achieved through the foreign direct investment in the state. Abomere called on the people to challenge any further attempt to betray them by foisting on them leadership without capacity. President Bola Tinubu says the federal and sub-national governments of Nigeria have the mutual responsibility of ensuring the country's peace and stability. Speaking during a meeting with the Nigeria's Governor Forum at his residence in Lagos, the president reiterated his condemnation of the latest killings in Plateau State, for the pursuit of those responsible for the recent tragic event in Boko's embarked of human life, and called for a paradigm shift among those with contrary beliefs, cautioning them about the inevitable consequences of their actions. President Tinubu acknowledged the presence of Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State at the meeting, commending him for his efforts to peacefully resolve the political challenges in the state.
My condolence goes to the Plateau State. We have to stop the carnage. We have to take care of our people. Make life more sacred and educate our people for a change of mindset in circumstances that we have. Nigeria belongs to all of us, and we have to take care of it. I'm glad the faces I'm seeing here today, and Your Excellency, the Governor of Rivers, statesmanship broadcast, and reliance on peace. It's only with peace that we can govern, and governance has started, in earnest. To some of you, I don't wear but walk out for Nigeria unity.
Chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum and Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak expressed solidarity with the government and the people of Plateau State. Governor Abdurrazak reaffirmed state government's support for the bold decisions and reforms initiated by President Tinubu's administration.
To mitigate now, but in our own interest, we embrace the energy transition for our own economic sake. We export our oil. We should have moved to gas 30, 40 years ago, because over 70% of our hydrocarbons in the ground is gas, not oil. And we have consistently exported gas without putting the infrastructure in place to use gas domestically. In Europe, the cooking gas, the cookers in the kitchen, in the water heaters, all is connected to the gas infrastructure. So, in the meantime, the federal government is expanding the gas infrastructure through the AKK pipeline, section 2 of the Western pipeline. So, we will embrace, for us in the States, we'll work with you, Mr. President. We'll also seek the opportunities that are available from the federal government in terms of agriculture, infrastructure. Your Vice President, sir, is hands-on on agriculture. Since he's been in, we've seen the seriousness in which agriculture has is taken.
Some members of the NGF present include Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Lagos, Dapo Abiodun, Ogun, Biodun Oyebanji, Ekiti, and Siminalayi Fubara, Rivers, among others. Under State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has appointed 5 aides barely a few hours after taking the oath of office. The announcement was made in a statement by the Deputy Chief of Staff to the Governor, Omojuwa Olusegun. According to the statement, Aiyedatiwa appointed a seasoned journalist, Mr. Ebenezer Adeniyan, as his Chief Press Secretary, and Sunday Abire as Special Assistant on New Media. Ebenezer Adeniyan was, until his new appointment, publisher of Trace News magazine. Others were Abire Sunday, Special Assistant to the Governor on New Media, Smart Omodombi, Special Assistant on Political Matters, Omuturayo Oyedele, Special Assistant on Photography, and Temitayo Ikpere Polu, Special Assistant on Domestic and Government House. The first set of appointment takes immediate effect. Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji has signed into law the 2024 appropriation bill with an assurance that his administration is fully prepared to implement the budget for the realization of his administration's shared prosperity agenda. The 2024 appropriation Christian budget of sustainable growth and development was presented to the governor by the Speaker of the Ekiti State House of Assembly, Adioye Aribasoye, and other principal officers at the ESCO Chamber of the Governor's Office, Ado Ekiti. The 2024 budget estimate is 159 billion naira, out of which 56% is appropriated for recurrent expenditure and 44% for capital expenditure. Speaking while signing the budget, Oyebanji reiterated his administration's determination to ensure that the budget is fully implemented to drive sustainable growth and improve the standard of living for the people of Ekiti State. He said the budget is expected to stimulate economic activity the Adamawa State Police Command has announced a traffic diversion around the Great Interchange Flyover, Yola. The interchange replaced what was formerly the police roundabout located by the State Police Headquarters in the state capital. The traffic diversion is to make room to secure a New Year entertainment rally scheduled for the vicinity. The Adamawa State Police Command, in a statement on Thursday, advised traffic from Yola International Airport to Yola Town to divert from Fire Service Roundabout through Bekaji and Federal Secretariat, while those going to Newman Road from Dugire are to follow Ribadu Square through Target Junction upward Fire Service Roundabout. The statement signed by Police Public Relations Officer Suleiman Unguroje stressed that the nights of entertainment and waiting will take place at the Great Interchange and Flyover by the police headquarters. The command appealed to the public to cooperate with security agencies in their efforts to sustain order and peace around the state. Honorable Zayanu Mohammed Bello, the executive chairman of Mayama local government area, is dead. The Kebbi state government officially announced his passing after a prolonged illness. The news of his death was conveyed to the public through a statement released by Ahmed Idris, the spokesman for the state governor, on Thursday. The statement added that the government would communicate details of his burial arrangements to the public in due course. Niger State Governor Umar Bago has debunked a report making the round of the alleged ban of alcoholic drinks in the state. Bago said this in a statement issued on Thursday. He said such a directive was neither issued by him nor his aides, urging the public to disregard the report emanating from the social media and blogs. He said his attention has been drawn to a report making the rounds of some blogs claiming that the Niger State government has prohibited the sale of alcohol. He noted that such was said to have come through the state's liquor and licensing board, prohibiting alcohol in 9 local government areas of the state, including Suleja. According to the statement, the governor has directed security agents to arrest the self-appointed secretary of the board by name Mohammed Ibrahim. He said the motives of the imposter and the reasons behind the pronouncement must be understood. All directors of the Independent National Electoral Commission are to proceed on terminal leave to follow in Abuja. Olumekun said that following the federal government circular issued on July 27, the Commission approved the implementation of a policy mandating all directors with 8 years or more of service to retire from the public sector. Olumekun said that the Commission wished the affected directors the best as they retire from service. And now to business reports. Central Bank of Nigeria has dismissed rumors suggesting a possible government takeover of Union Bank, Keystone Bank, and Titan Trust Bank, all under the regulatory purview of the CBN. In a statement signed by the Acting Director of Corporate Communications, Hakama Sidi Ali, the CBN refuted these assertions and underscored the robustness and security of banking landscape. Encouraging regular banking activities without concern, the CBN affirmed there is no cause for a duty of upholding a stable financial system in Nigeria. Bank customers